Everybody has their troubles, and I've had mine.
A few years ago, Renée Zellweger did something unusual. She felt the well had run dry. She didn't feel inspired or grateful for her work, so she stopped. For 6 years, she studied, she wrote, but we didn't often see her on screen, and now she's back in the movie Judy playing, yes, Judy Garland, the Hollywood legend that was both a product and a victim of the studio system. Judy begins with a look at the young Judy, a girl from Minnesota with that voice. The film opens with Louis B. Mayer, the head of MGM Studios, telling her everything she's not. Not tall enough, not pretty enough, not skinny enough, and then after he's reduced her to rubble, she auditions for The Wizard of Oz. This is the story of a woman who was told she'd never be good enough and internalized that. The world fell in love with the girl from The Wizard of Oz, but behind the scenes, she was fed a regime of pills to stay on track. Flash forward to 1968, and this is the result.
Mama, please don't go to sleep now.
No, these are the other ones.
We see Garland at 47 years old, her career teetering on the edge, popping pills to get through the day, shuffling her kids from the stage to hotel suites.
I'm very sorry, but your suite has been released.
What do you mean, released? Where exactly has it gone?
Your account was in arrears.
Caught in a battle with her ex-husband, she agrees to perform in London at the cabaret club Talk of the Town.
You're saying I have to leave my children if I want to make enough money to be with my children? I would very much like to stay.
Everything's arranged, a capable band leader commanding a full orchestra. The only question is which Judy will step on the stage, the legend or the laughingstock?
Here we go, boys.
What's the matter?
Ladies and gentlemen.
What? No, what do you mean you can't? There's an audience out there waiting to hear you sing.
My mouth dry and it could fall apart.
Listen to me.
I can't.
You'll be fine. Now, on you go.
Then Judy digs in deep, and there it is, that voice that rings strong and true. With voice acting lessons, remarkable prosthetics, makeup, and costumes, Renée Zellweger does the icon justice. Zellweger did her own singing, often performing in front of hundreds. Director Rupert Gould captures Garland's stage presence, that amazing wit, but also her vulnerability. When Judy sings, you hear the hurt, the aches and pains she pours into every song. On stage is where Judy shines. Off stage is where it stumbles. The plot plods along before we finally get to London. Then there's the addition of Mickey Dean, Garland's final husband.
Hey, baby. Surprise!
Mickey!
Sure, it's a lark, but there's little insight, as opposed to this special moment, an after-hours nightcap with a few gay admirers who missed her last tour because one of them was arrested.
6 months for obscenity.
In jail?
They've changed the law since then. Turns out we didn't do anything wrong after all.
They hound people in this world. Anybody who's different.
As a woman who became a punchline, Garland had this instinctual connection with those society hurt. At first glance, that's what makes the casting of Zellweger as Garland so perfect. With all the talk around her break and appearance, there's a tendency to see her as another victim of the Hollywood machine. But you ask her what resonated about Judy Garland, and she talks about the pressure Judy put on herself. This is the story Renée gives us, the story of a woman who rose to fame singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Way up high.
Just like Dorothy's trip to the land of Oz, Judy Garland discovered the magic of La La Land was just an illusion, and yet she never stopped trying to get it back until the end.
And the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
And that ending of this film, well, Renée, yeah, you got to me. Quite a moment. 3.5 stars out of 5. Eli Glasner, CBC News, Toronto.